Here. I want to use this opportunity to mention a few people who made this happen. These 3 days happen. It's been a few months of work, reaching out to over 200 odd experts, finally assembling close to 150 of them from 60 odd countries, tirelessly working through the last 6 days. They've been here for a week now. And I want to just name them in no particular order, just the one that's been sent to me on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is influencing my thank yous as well. So I want to thank Vijay Seth, who's going to send you home and who brought you here. I also want to thank Asta, the woman who's always frantic and busy, and Chetan, who's been managing the digital production and has been tweeting and has been putting everything we do here online. Chandika, who did the promos and the Facebook Live contraption, and she's been wonderful. Shashidhar and Sabrina, the silent workers who've been working and slogging and making this possible. And Terry and Tanubi, who have been working with me for the next big conference in Kigali, while also supporting this particular conference here. So, thank you. But I want to particularly mention 4 people, I think, who deserve high praise. One, of course, is Pushan Das. Pushan, can you stand up? So he's recently been appointed the head of forums at ORF, and I promise him that I'll give him 40. We are currently at 4. So he will manage all of them as part of his bouquet of work. And thank you, Pushan, for your effort. I want to call on stage my colleague and head of cyber, Arun Sukumar. Where is Arun? Arun joined me, and I want him. This is his show. He's the one who heads the cyber and media initiative at ORF. Although he's been hiding in Fletcher School for a bit, he's now back and he's going to be running a more vigorous program. Arun, you want to say a few words before we sign off? And I bring 2 more people on stage.
Nothing except to say thank you, and I hope we will see more of you and the same of you in forums that we host, not just in Delhi and in Tangier in Morocco, but also we hope to have these discussions converge in some of the many platforms that ORF is hosting. So the idea, and I'm sure Samir will tell you more about this, is to converge our discussions on technology which have happened in independent, not isolated, but standalone events that have happened over the course of the calendar year, and bring them together with some of the more interdisciplinary platforms that ORF is now putting together in places like Kigali, which Samir mentioned, and of course the big event, Raisina in Delhi. So the objective is to bring together these ideas, talk to people who may not be aware of the excellent work that you do and have spoken about in the last couple of days. And I wish you safe travels from my behalf, and hand it back to Samir.
The next people I want to bring on stage are Bushra, the quietly smiling lady who managed our lives while we were 3 days. Bushra, please come on stage and please say your farewell to them. You want to come on stage? Please come. And your entire team, Bushra, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Saran. Thank you, Mr. Saran. And this is a really, really great honor to work for you guys. And it has been a pleasure working with all your team. Thank you, team.
Thank you. And finally, let's call the deadly duo, the smiling assassin Trisha Ray and the tall, lanky palm tree Akhil Dev, to the stage to say their goodbyes to you. Trisha, Akhil, please join me. Akhil is only 20 years old. He's a little nervous. He shakes when he comes near a bike, but he's getting used to it. Akhil, you can fumble and stumble, but do speak. Come. Come.
Thank you, Samir. And like he said, I'm quite shy on stage, so I'm not going to say too much. Instead, I'm just going to quickly share 2 points about what motivated me to do CyFy and why I was personally invested in this. And the first is, when you look around the world today, you see that states are very unsettled about the consequences of emerging technologies and what it means for their politics and their economics. And because they don't know what the consequences are, their first response is confrontation and conflict. So when we talk about AI and 5G, these are conversations that are supposed to be about accessibility and rights and connectivity. And instead, they're all about geopolitics, stability, and security. And the second thing is that humans are unsettled about what emerging technologies mean for us as individuals and how we interact with each other. Just yesterday, we had conversations about how AI might augment or replace human ingenuity and creativity. And we had conversations about what it would mean if we could edit our own DNA and our own genes. And the truth is, we don't know. These aren't easy questions to answer. And part of the reason I want to do this is selfish, so that I can get to meet all of you, the people who are working on these issues, who've invested their lives and their careers. So I just want to sign off by saying thank you very much. It was a very rewarding experience for me, and I hope it was for you too. Thanks.
Well done. And finally, let me invite someone who, Chitra Subramaniam, my mentor and guide and my senior, who said that she's always smiling. How is it possible? She works for you. Trisha, you are the final word. Yes. We are talking about you. She's always smiling. How can that be possible? Come. How are you always smiling? Please.
Yes, I'm short. I'm not going to be as eloquent as my colleague Akhil, unfortunately, but thank you all for being here and being here despite the beautiful weather outside. And
No, they were forced, and I told them I'll cancel their return tickets if they don't come into the class.
And yes, just the themes of this conference, even though we covered so many topics over the course of 2.5 days, there's still so much within the space of technology, innovation, and society that even we weren't able to cover. And I hope you're all also able to join us in Delhi, where we'll be continuing to do this work. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Trisha, and thank you, Trisha and Akhil, for making this possible. For me, there's always been only one motivation why I have always enjoyed the events such as CyFy and others that we do at ORF. It's because we meet amazing people. It's you that bring us here, and it's your coming here that makes this worthwhile. Do join us next year. Do join us in Kigali. Do come to Bangladesh, and do certainly come to the Raisina Dialogues in Delhi, where we will have many more conversations, and hopefully we can continue to discuss some of the most important questions that will never be answered. And that's the reason why the business continues. Let's have dinner, and let's have fun, and let's make friends, and let's make memories. Thank you very much.